honor of the Super Bowl, we need to talk about how the city of New Orleans gave us the future Hall of Famer Travis Kelce that we all know today. Number one, his name is Kelce. It's not Kelsey, so don't come for me for how I say it. Do your research on that. This isn't his full childhood story, but let's just get into it. We're gonna call him a free spirit, and his free spirit followed him all the way to college. He actually went to the University of Cincinnati to be a quarterback, where his older brother Jason already attended. Fast forward to the year 2010 when Travis was 20 years old, and the University of Cincinnati was in the Sugar Bowl, which was in New Orleans that year. Days before the game, Travis was out on Bourbon Street smoking, drinking, and partying and having a very good time. And then the NCAA gave him a drug test and he obviously failed it. He got called into his coach's office and he lost his scholarship, was kicked off the team. Jason then asked him to come move in with him because he felt like he could keep a good eye on him, and went to talk to the head coach on Travis's behalf, trying to get his brother another shot at being on the team. So midway through spring football, he gets called into the office, and the head coach called him to his office and gave Travis a list of requirements. He could not miss class, he had to have good grades. So because Travis didn't have a scholarship, he had to find a way to pay for school. So at this point, he was working as a telemarketer. Spring continues to go by, his brother gets drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's now fall and Travis gets a call from his head coach, and he goes into his office and tells him, yes, you can come back to the team, but not as quarterback. We've all seen your athleticism and your size. We think you'd be a great tight end. At the time, Travis said, I could care less. I just really wanted to play football. I didn't care what position it was. Which is funny because that is the position that we all know him as now, which is a tight end. Oh, and did I mention that spring he did attend all his classes, obviously. He also was on the dean's list. So he had a great senior season, balled out, and no one still wanted to take a chance on him when it came to the draft. His dad said that the coaches were saying that Travis was a train wreck character-wise and to stay away from this guy. He's watching the draft happen and everybody's getting taken. And then he sees a phone call and he sees it's a Missouri area code. He first thinks he's going to St. Louis and does not want to go there, which I wouldn't either. Just kidding. I'm from Kansas City, by the way. But when he answers the phone call, so it's Andy Reid on the phone for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he tells him, if I take you in this draft, are you going to F this up? Travis is stuttering and he's like, no, I'll give you the best, everything I got. He still don't take that man's word for it. He said, put Jason on the phone. Here come big brother Jason yet again. Now, the reason you may wonder why would he want to talk to Jason, that's because the person who drafted Jason at Philadelphia was actually Andy Reid, and then now Andy Reid is the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. So he knows Jason's character. So he let me ask you, which Travis is, and I get it. Okay, now listen. So yet again, his career and everything is coming down to his brother. And obviously, as we all know, Kansas City took Travis in the draft. He's been there ever since, changing the game and on the way to become a Hall of Famer. I find his story very interesting because the city that cost him his scholarship, cost him his quarterback position, spot on the team in general, is what ended up leading him to the position that he is today. That makes him a future Hall of Famer and possibly the best that we have ever seen. And now fast forward, this is also the same city that he could possibly make history in, being a part of a team that's going to three-peat, winning 3 Super Bowls back to back. Back to back to back. Life is really crazy. You never know where it will take you, and you truly never know how God will turn something for your good. So to everyone who loves watching Travis Kelce as a tight end and watching him play, thank the wild city of New Orleans for costing this man his quarterback job so that he was actually able to find his true gift and calling. Well, happy Super Bowl weekend. Let me know who else you want to learn about. Bye, guys.